Welcome back to the Garden with Joy and Holly radio show. Happy you're tuning in. It's our final episode of Season 8. Moments away, we'll be discussing how to prepare starting leeks and onions next spring. But first, a word from our Honey Bee Healthy friends at Honey Bee Healthy.
Since 2000, Honey Bee Healthy Inc. has helped beekeepers maintain healthy and thriving hives, attracting pollinators to your garden. This year is as simple as hanging a hummingbird feeder with a mixture of sugar water and Honey Bee Healthy Original. Do not be alarmed to see birds, bees, and butterflies dining together at the feeder. Pollinators coexist peacefully. Honey Bee Healthy Inc. is offering a 10% discount on an 8-ounce bottle of Honey Bee Healthy Original. To this show's listeners, you can enter code BEEGARDEN, that's BEE Garden, at checkout. For more information, mixing instructions, visit honeybeehealthy.com.
So, leeks and onions. We have started leeks and onions indoors for many years. And we decided that this is a good topic to talk about at the end of the year because many of you already start those prior to our show beginning in March around the country. Take note.
Or try to remember.
Well, you can take note. You can go look at the in-studio video replay, the podcast replay, and note all coupon codes are listed under the Season 8 tab at our parent website, thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com. So, starting leeks and onions, you want to do this about 12 weeks before your last average frost date, give or take. Your last average frost date is your last average. It fluctuates. Though leeks and onions are hardy plants, you still need to harden them off. So what we have found is we get our seeds from jungseed.com, JUNGSEED.com, and you can use coupon code 10TG24 right now in 2024 to save 10% off your order at jungseed.com. And you can also get what you need there. So we start them in root maker grow bags, 1 gallon grow bags. They are about 8 inches tall. We fill them 6 inches tall, filled with soil. And we distribute the whole package of seeds, and that's 100.
So it looks like it's if you don't want to get grow bags, you could use like the bottom of a milk jug.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
The only advantage to the grow bags is when the roots hit the side of the bag, they air prune and they don't wind around and get all intermingled with each other.
Yeah.
They kind of stay separated. And then we place all the seeds each...
but you want something deep.
Yeah. Each onion pack has 100 seeds, and the leeks, I think, are the same thing. And we put one variety per 1 gallon grow bag from Root Maker, and then we drizzle just a little bit of soil on top of it and put a paper towel over top of that. That paper towel acts as a moisture barrier. You're going to water through the paper towel, but it doesn't disrupt your onion and leek seeds. And you can do this with other seeds. We've distributed seeds through a whole seed tray, put the paper towel on top of it, watered through the paper towel, and you're not moving the seeds around. You can also water from the base, and the capillary action will wick up through the grow bag as well. We put these grow bags in a 10 by 20 flat. You can use any type of water retention container, and we don't let the grow bags or the onions and leeks set in water. We want them to be moist, but we don't want them to set in water because you're going to develop mold, mildew, you're going to create problems, and the seeds need air as well. The soil needs oxygen. It doesn't need to be in a bog.
I will say that if you've never grown leeks ever, I would highly suggest growing them. First of all, it tends to impress people. Most people think that leeks are hard to grow or that they're like grown in a bog or have all sorts of theories about growing leeks. And they're really easy to grow. And also, they make a great addition. They're just like, if you never had a leek, it's almost like a less potent onion.
And you can eat the whole thing.
You can eat the whole thing.
We're conditioned in North America or in the United States, just eat the white part, throw the rest away. No, the whole thing tastes like a leek. The whole thing's edible.
Yeah. So I would suggest, considering growing leeks, we grow, is it
American flag?
Yeah.
Heirloom
which is
variety,
technically an heirloom variety, and they do very, very well.
Now, when you're selecting your onions, here's the thing that most people, when we started in the industry in 2009 or 2010, nobody talked about this. long day, short day, neutral day, your day length onions. Nobody talked about this. We brought it to light, I would say. We made video after video after video. People would be like, my onions are no good. Where are you living at? What is your day length? What are you talking about? Day length is divided into 3 categories in North America. Southern part is short day, middle portions of the United States is neutral or midday, and the northern portions is long day. This is all determined on the day length of light your plants are getting during the peak growing time. So here in the northern portions of the United States, and you can look at any map you want, there's plenty of them that kind of give a guideline. The only time where it's a little iffy is if you're on that mid to short day or mid to long day time frame. You're going to have some, you can kind of guess on that. We get 16 hours of sunlight at peak, and that's when the bulb starts to develop on the onion. Now, if you grow a short day and a long day and a long day and a short day, vice versa, you're going to get an onion. You're going to get a lot of green onion top, but you're not going to get much of a bulb. So you want to be aware, and nowadays, your independent garden center is going to sell you the live plants or the starts that are adequate for your growing condition. Big box store, not so much. Online, you're going to have to know what you're looking for. Now they're starting to put long day variety, short day variety, midday variety.
Yeah, just now, after however many years.
Well, you went to a big box store many years ago, and we've documented this story, and it was just 3 boxes of onions. And we knew what was short day, what was long day, what was neutral day or midday. So we got on I'll be a reporter, X, formerly known as Twitter, and we reached out to the company and we said, what's the deal? Why don't you label this? Their response was, we want the customer to purchase the onions that they want to get. They didn't care if it was you're in short day and now you're wanting to grow. They didn't care what growing length you were in. They wanted the customer to purchase the seeds or the plants that they want. In
short, they just didn't care if you cared or whatever, vice versa.
And then people will
go,
well, I guess I'm a bad gardener because my onions didn't grow. Now, there are conditionary effects to why onions don't bulb as well as you may think they should. That's when you go back to your comment of grow leeks. We were growing leeks bigger than broom handles. No issue whatsoever. We were having issues with growing onions because the soil prior to moving to a raised bed, the soil was too dense and the bulbs were, the soil was a very clayish, not loose and loomy as it's needed, and we were having issues getting the bulbs to develop. So leeks, absolutely. If you don't want to mess with the long day, short day, neutral day, all that stuff, it doesn't matter where you're at in the country, where you're at in the world, you can grow leeks at any time, at whatever latitude or longitude you're at. Doesn't matter. So once these leeks and onions are growing, you can put them out. If you're 12 weeks out when you start, about 4 to 5 weeks before your last average frost date, you can get them in the ground. These can handle light frost. This is not a detrimental to these plants. It's not like your tomatoes. These are hardier plants.
They're very hardy, yes.
But you still need to harden them off. You just can't go, there's 80 degrees in the grow room, boom, slam them in a 38-degree ground. You're going to have some shock and awe going on there. Those plants are not going to do good. There are ways to acclimate or condition or harden them off to get them ready to go outside. Even if you're transitioning from that dramatic of a temperature swing, gently bring them out, and there's videos on how to properly harden them off. You can do this, and it will. You can get an early start on them. Now, some people will grow them in low tunnels, in high tunnels. You can do that as well.
I don't know. I guess it's worth the effort, but they're pretty hardy.
Now, if you don't want to start your onions in leeks, you don't have to. You can go to your local independent garden center, which we recommend, and you can purchase the plant starts.
The starts.
Yeah, which looks like a big bundle of pencils, or many independent garden centers will have trays of varieties of onions and leeks.
There's the sets too.
Yeah, the sets are
the sets look like mini little teeny tiny onions.
Yeah, don't do that. And the reason, and people will do that, they'll go to the garden center and buy the little net with all the little tiny onions. We have not, and it's not recommended. We recommend you not doing that. And here's the reason why. Onions are biannuals. They produce seed the second year. So these onions that you're buying to plant in your garden was grown this current time of year, late fall, early winter, harvested, put in that net, put in a refrigerator, shipped out to your garden center in spring. You pick them up, you plant them. That onion's going, okay, my second year of growing, I got to put on seed. I'm seed developing now. I'm not worried about bulb developing. That's why so many times you have seed blossoms on your onions when you grow those little onion sets, or the little onions in the net. So that's why we recommend fresh seed or fresh plants from your local independent garden center, or online ordering locally.
Absolutely. You want to consider where your source is from, and you do want to grow. If you're going to buy something that's started for you, you want to grow something that is going to grow this year and grow successfully and give you your best bang for your buck, essentially.
And I'll repeat it again, our parent website, thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com. Put in growing onions, starting onions. We've got dozens of videos on leeks and onions and how to grow them exactly in visual form of how we just discussed with you. Well, Holly, summer is over. Winter or fall is here. Leaves are changing. Kids are in school. Nights are getting colder. Lawn has been forgotten about.
Yeah, just because it's fall, we don't want to forget about our yards and those pesky Japanese beetles either. They may be gone, but they're not far. Not only did they feast on your roses and berries this summer, they laid eggs on your turf so they can start again next year. You can take a stand with Phylum's Grub Gone. Grub Gone is a non-chemical BT granular that specifically targets scarab pests and their larvae. Simply apply the granule with a spreader, irrigate it into the soil, and let the naturally occurring bacteria do its job.
Not only is Grub Gone easy to use, but it's the only non-chemical choice that effectively controls those grubs. And the best part about it, it's non-toxic to bees and other beneficial butterflies and bees and birds. In fact, Grub Gone has no label restrictions to be used around flowers, so you can use it anywhere you want. Don't have to worry about them picking it up and taking it back and toxifying or killing those beneficial insects. You can find it out at Grub Gone from Phylum Bioproducts. That's PHYLLOM bioproducts.com, the natural choice.